Hey, what's going on there, fellow Warriors of Light? I have been getting questions, including one in particular that has been getting my attention a lot lately. All right. The one question that has been getting my attention a lot is, what is paradigm shift? All right. So let's go over the paradigm shift. All right. In scientific terms, so like outside of Final Fantasy, outside of Final Fantasy, this is actually a real life definition. In scientific terms, a paradigm shift is a fundamental change in approach or underlying assumptions. All right. But in terms of Final Fantasy, the paradigm shift, aka Optima Change, is categorized in 3 stat boosts. All right. So that's what it's actually known as. Instead of calling it the paradigm shift, it's actually called the Optima Change. All right. Or the Optima system. All right. And it is categorized in 3 stat boosts. Okay. So you have attacker, breaker, and defender. All right. Now, in the attacker Optima system gives you brave and faith. This stat boost gives you a huge increased damage on your physical attacks and magic attacks. You have a higher chance of causing critical hits against enemies that are broken and can defeat them quickly. So for example, you go ahead, let's say you broke your enemy, right? You depleted the orange bar and then you depleted the red bar, and your enemy is now broken. Now you can go ahead, switch to the attacker Optima system. It'll do an Optima change. You go to attacker and you'll gain brave and you'll gain faith. So your physical attacks will do increased amount of damage. And then your ability cards, when you use your ability cards, that will do a great increased damage, especially if you use the ability cards that your enemy is weak against. All right. So let's say like you was to fight an enemy and its element is water and you have fire and the enemy is broken, right? If you was to go ahead and switch to attacker and you was to use, let's say, Ares, the flame sword, you would probably be doing at least, if the normal amount of damage you can do is like 63k crit or 73k crit, or not even a crit. You know, if your crit goes up to 127k, if you was to use its weakness against it and you do like 83k weakness damage, right? And then for your crit damage, you do 127k weakness crit, right? You have a higher chance by using this Optima system, by using the attacker Optima system, to do 999,999 damage. Okay, you have a chance to do the 6-9 damage crits, especially if you use this weakness. All right. Even if you don't use this weakness, you still have a high chance of doing the 999k crits. All right. But there's going to be a catch to it, and I'll get to that later. Now, breaker. The breaker Optima system gives you boost and haste. This stat boost gives you a huge increase on your break power and will also grant you more turns. The more break power you have, plus with the added stat, the higher the chances of breaking your opponents will likely happen. All right. So if you are like a warrior and you have a high break power, but as a warrior, you don't do breaking. You have to physically attack your opponents. The breaker system is actually really good to help you break your opponents even more. Now, if you are a breaker, this is just an added boost. This is to actually help you break your opponents even quicker. Okay, faster than you would normally do. All right. And to give you haste, however many turns you have in the Japanese server, if you maxed out your jobs to like skill panel, if you maxed out all 8 panels, you get 7 turns. But now in the Japanese server, they got this Hall of Fame going on to where, you know, the Hall of Fame jobs can actually go further beyond skill panel 2. They can actually do skill panel 3. So instead of having times 8, they got times 12. All right. Me personally, I'm going to have to do some more research on that. All right. But that's what the Breaker Optima system is. Now, Defender. The Defender Optima system gives you Protect and HP boost. The Protect stack will absorb a some amount of damage, while HP boost breaks your max HP, giving you more health just in case your Protect is down and the enemy can hurt you. So for example, let's say like your Protect can absorb like 38,000 damage. All right, just a random number, 38,000 damage. And let's say you have 11,000 HP. Your Protect will absorb 38,000 damage, and your HP boost will give you, instead of 11K, you'll have like 40,000 HP, or 41,000. All right, that's what the HP boost is. All right, and you gain that HP boost because if your enemy breaks your Protect, you'll have a less chance of dying with that HP boost. So luckily, it is there to help you out. This Optima system will only last for 1 round. Also, there is a way to level up your Optima system to increase the stat boost, but the number of times you can use each Optima system. The max amount for each is 6, so use them wisely. All right, so like, I know it kind of sounds confusing there, okay? So like, for example, all right, so let's say you're doing the Final Fantasy 13 event and you got the Optima system. You can use Attacker 2 times, your Breaker 3 times, and your Defender, you can use it 2 times, okay? Let's say you can do that. There's this one place that you can go to in the Final Fantasy 13 event to where you gain CP, okay? Where you use CP. In the actual event, you gain CP, but in this place, you spend it. I wish the Final Fantasy 13 event was still there so I can show you guys. I mean, it would be easier. But I'm pretty sure that there are actually other people who has uploaded videos of the Final Fantasy 13 event that can actually show you, all right? And I will do my best to find those guys, and I will leave a link in the description, and you guys can see how you can level up your Optima system, okay? You go into this one place to where you can level up your Optima system. So you go to each and every single node, all right? And you use CP to unlock it. All right, so you do that, and all of a sudden you gain an Attacker level up. So now you can use Attacker 3 times. You know, it all depends on which route you go to. Like I said, I'm gonna have to leave a link in the description below because the Final Fantasy 13 event is no longer there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to leave a link in the description below because I'm gonna have to find a video of the Final Fantasy 13 event so you guys can see it for yourself. Also, if you want to see how the Optima system is used, you can take a look at my other video where it says Micro versus Lightning. Also, I will leave that link in the description below as well. Also, I will leave another link in the description below where it shows this one person, I guess his name is Steparu, Steparu.com. He does a lot of, he or she, whatever the person is behind that screen, does a lot of gaming. This person went on ahead and can show you how the Optima system works, not on just one job, but on all jobs. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave the link in that description below. So just read over all this carefully. Go ahead and pause at certain points that you need to look at. And if you need to know or see how exactly this works, the links will be in the description down below. If you want to see how you need to level it up, the link will also be in the description below. I hope this helped you guys answer your question, and I hope that the links help you see exactly how it works, okay? Coming up on my next videos, I will be taking subscriber requests, so if you have any questions or if you have any video requests, you can always come to me about it, and you can tell me that you want me to, let's say, hey Microdude, can you look up the cards that we're going to be getting for the Final Fantasy X collab? And I can be like, yeah, sure, I can do that, no problem. You know, something like that. So if you have any video requests, you can always come and talk to me, and you can let me know what request you want from me. And if you don't have any requests, that's fine. There's always people out there that probably wants one. All right. Other than that, guys, I will catch you all on my next video, whenever that is. As always, I'm Microdude. See you guys later.